Chief Ade's compound was a bustling enclave in the heart of Ibadan. His house, surrounded by high walls and guarded by two large iron gates, was a mini empire. Within its confines lived his four wives, each with her own quarters, personality, and secrets. Iyabo, the first wife, ruled her domain with an iron fist. She was a stout woman with a booming voice that could command attention from miles away. Her quarters was immaculate, reflecting her disciplined nature. Funmi, the second wife, was as cunning as she was beautiful. She always had a sly smile and an eye for opportunities. Funmi's quarters was filled with luxurious items she had managed to acquire over the years, each a testament to her skill in navigating the complex web of polygamous life. Sade, the third wife, was the peacekeeper. Gentle and kind, she often found herself in the role of mediator when tensions flared. Her room was a sanctuary filled with calming colors and soft fabrics, a stark contrast to the turbulence that often rocked the household. Bisi, the fourth and the youngest wife, was a modern woman in every sense. Educated and outspoken, she had been a shock to the system when Chief Ade brought her into the fold. Her quarters was decorated with contemporary art and books, a sign of her progressive mindset. Chief Ade prided himself on maintaining order in his household, but the arrival of Bisi had started to unravel the delicate balance. One morning, Iyabo was in the kitchen supervising the maids when Funmi walked in with a mischievous grin. "Iyabo, did you hear about the new restaurant in town? They say their jollof is so good it makes people forget their troubles," Funmi said, winking. Iyabo, never one to miss a chance to retort, replied, "Maybe you should eat them more often, Funmi. It might help you forget all the troubles you have caused." The maids stippled their giggles and Funmi shot Iyabo a playful glare. Bisi had always been a woman ahead of her time. She had met Chief Ade during a business trip to Lagos, where her sharp mind and quick wit had captivated him. Marrying him had been a strategic move, offering her financial stability and a platform to effect change. But life in the compound was not what she had expected. The other wives saw her as a threat, especially Iyabo and Funmi. Sade, ever the mediator, tried to bridge the gap, but even her patience was tested. One evening during a family dinner, Bisi decided to voice her thoughts. "Chief, I believe it's time we considered investing in some modern business ventures. The world is changing and we must adapt," Bisi said, her tone confident. Iyabo scoffed. "What do you know about business, young girl? We have traditions for a reason." Funmi nodded in agreement. "Yes, you should focus on your duties as a wife and leave the business for the men." Sade, sensing the brewing storm, attempted to calm the waters. "Perhaps we can discuss this further after dinner. There's no need for conflict." But Bisi was not one to back down. "With all due respect, Iyabo, traditions should evolve. And Funmi, women can be just as capable in business as men." Chief Ade watched the exchange with a mixture of amusement and concern. He admired Bisi's spirit but knew that maintaining harmony was paramount. During one of the family dinners, Bisi, eager to impress Chief Ade with her modern ideas, decided to introduce a new dish she had learned from a cooking show, sushi. As she placed the platter on the table, Chief Ade eyed the strange-looking rolls suspiciously. "Bisi, what is this?" Chief Ade asked, poking at a piece with his fork. "It's called sushi, Chief. It's very popular in Japan," Bisi explained, beaming with pride. Iyabo leaned over and whispered loudly to Funmi, "We are Yoruba, not Japanese. What's next? Raw pepper soup?" The entire table burst into laughter, and even Chief Ade couldn't help but chuckle. As the days passed, tensions grew. Funmi the schemer decided to take matters into her own hands. She began to plant seeds of doubt in Chief Ade's mind about Bisi's loyalty. "Chief, I've heard rumors," Funmi said one evening as they sat in his study. "Rumors that Bisi has been meeting with a man in secret." Chief Ade frowned. "What are you implying?" "I'm not implying anything, Chief. I'm simply concerned for our family's reputation." Meanwhile, Iyabo had her own plans. She had always been suspicious of Funmi's intentions and decided to investigate. What she discovered was more than she had bargained for. Sade, on the other hand, continued to play peacemaker, though she too harbored a secret, her love for another man, a love she had buried deep within her heart, resurfaced as the household tensions reminded her of what she had sacrificed. The turning point came one fateful night. Iyabo, armed with her findings, confronted Funmi. "You've been deceiving us all, Funmi," Iyabo declared, holding up a set of letters she had found. "These letters prove you've been siphoning money from Chief Ade's business." Funmi's face paled. "Those letters mean nothing. You are just trying to cause trouble." But the damage was done. Chief Ade, upon hearing the commotion, entered the room and demanded an explanation. As the confrontation escalated, Bisi entered, unaware of the brewing storm. She had her own revelation to make. "Chief, I need to tell you something important. I've discovered that one of the children is not biologically yours." The room fell silent. The bombshell had been dropped. When Bisi revealed the DNA results, there was a moment of stunned silence, quickly followed by a comedic outburst. Tayo, Funmi's eldest son, who had a knack for inappropriate humor, scratched his head and said, "So does this mean I'm half price at the family discount?" Despite the gravity of the situation, everyone couldn't help but laugh at Tayo's quip, easing the tension for a brief moment. The household was thrown into chaos. Trust was shattered and alliances shifted. Iyabo and Funmi's rivalry reached new heights while Sade tried to hold the pieces together. Bisi, despite the turmoil, remained steadfast. She had not intended to cause harm, but knew that the truth needed to come out for the family to heal. Chief Ade, faced with the reality of his fractured household, knew he had to act. He called a family meeting, determined to resolve the issues and restore harmony. In the grand hall of the compound, Chief Ade gathered his wives and children. The air was thick with tension. "Today we must address the issues that have been tearing this family apart," Chief Ade began. "Iyabo, Funmi, Sade, Bisi, it is time to lay our cards on the table." Iyabo was the first to speak. "Chief, I have always been loyal to this family, but I cannot ignore the deception and dishonesty that has crept in." Funmi, defensive, shot back. "You speak of deception. Iyabo, yet you have secrets of your own. We all do." Sade interjected softly. "I think we should stop pointing fingers and start finding solutions. This family is more important than our individual grievances." Bisi, feeling the weight of her revelation, stepped forward. "Chief, I did not mean to cause trouble. I only wanted the truth to come out so we could move forward. Honestly." Chief Ade nodded. "Bisi, your intentions were noble, but the way the truth was revealed has caused pain. We must now deal with it." In the days following the meeting, the household remained tense. Sade, who had always been the peacemaker, struggled with her own secrets. She had loved a man deeply before marrying Chief Ade, and now, as the household faced turmoil, those feelings resurfaced. One afternoon, she found herself alone with Bisi. "Bisi, there's something I need to share with you," Sade began. "Before I married Chief Ade, I was in love with a man named Tunde. We were young and foolish, but our love was real." Bisi listened intently. "What happened to him?" "We were forced apart by our families. I thought I had buried those feelings, but with everything happening now, they've come back to haunt me. Bisi took Sade's hand. Sade, love is a powerful thing. Perhaps it's time you confronted these feelings. It might help you find peace. Iyabo, still reeling from the revelations, decided to dig deeper into Funmi's past. She hired a private investigator to uncover more about Funmi's activities. What she found shocked her. Funmi had been involved in shady business deals, siphoning money not just from Chief Ade, but from other unsuspecting victims as well. Armed with this new information, Iyabo confronted Funmi once again. Funmi, your lies and deceit have gone too far. I have proof of your embezzlement, Iyabo declared, holding up a stack of documents. Funmi's eyes widened in fear. Iyabo, you don't understand. I had no choice. I did it for the sake of my children. Lies, Iyabo spat. You did it for your own gain. Cornered and desperate, Funmi decided to come clean. She called a meeting with Chief Ade and the other wives. Chief, I have a confession to make, Funmi began, her voice trembling. Iyabo is right. I did embezzle money, but I was forced into it by a man named Alhaji Musa. He threatened to harm my children if I didn't comply. Chief Ade's face darkened with anger. Why didn't you come to me for help, Funmi? I was afraid, Chief. Afraid that you wouldn't believe me, that you would see me as weak and incapable. Sade stepped forward. Funmi, we could have helped you. We are family, and families support each other. Funmi broke down in tears. I'm sorry, I made so many mistakes. While the household was still reeling from Funmi's confession, Bisi received a call from a friend in Lagos. The news she received was shocking. DNA test results confirmed that one of the children was not Chief Ade's. That evening, Bisi sat down with Chief Ade. Chief, there's something I need to show you, she said, handing him the test results. Chief Ade's eyes scanned the paper, his expression growing darker with each line. How could this happen? Who is responsible? Bisi took a deep breath. We need to find out the truth, Chief. We need to talk to each of the children and their mothers. As Bisi prepared to reveal the DNA results to Chief Ade, she couldn't help but try to lighten the mood. Chief, before I show you this, remember, no matter what, I still make the best amala in the house, Bisi said with a nervous smile. Chief Ade chuckled. We'll see about that, Bisi. Now show me what you've got. Chief Ade called yet another family meeting, this time with the children present. The atmosphere was tense as the DNA results were laid out before them. One by one, the children were questioned. Finally, it was revealed that Funmi's eldest son, Tayo, was not Chief Ade's biological child. Funmi, tears streaming down her face, confessed. Tayo's father was a man I was involved with before I married you, Chief. I was afraid to tell you the truth. I thought you would reject me and my child. Chief Ade, though angry and hot, took a deep breath. Funmi, you should have told me. But Tayo is my son in every way that matters. We will get through this as a family. In the aftermath of the revelations, the household slowly began to heal. Iyabo, Funmi, Sade, and Bisi realized that they needed to support each other despite their differences. Chief Ade, now more aware of the complexities of his household, vowed to be more present and attentive to his wives and children. Sade found the courage to reach out to Tunde, seeking closure for her past love. Iyabo softened her rigid ways, learning to embrace change and modernity. Funmi, repentant and humbled, focused on rebuilding trust within the family. And Bisi, the catalyst for change, continued to push for progress while respecting the traditions that bound them. As the family began to heal from the recent revelations, a new mystery emerged. Chief Ade received an anonymous letter claiming that there were deeper secrets within his household. The letter contained an old photograph of a woman who looked strikingly similar to Funmi. Disturbed and curious, Chief Ade decided to investigate the matter quietly. He contacted an old friend who was a private investigator. The private investigator, Mr. Ojo, began digging into Funmi's past. What he discovered was both shocking and heartbreaking. Funmi had been involved in a tragic event years ago that she had kept hidden from everyone, including Chief Ade. Funmi was once married to a man named Kunle, who had died under mysterious circumstances. She was accused of his murder, but was acquitted due to lack of evidence. The case had been buried and Funmi changed her identity to escape the stigma. While investigating Funmi's past, Mr. Ojo, the private investigator, met with the family to share some of his lighter findings. It seems Funmi once entered a beauty contest in her youth, Mr. Ojo revealed with a grin. She was crowned Miss Pepper Soup 1995. Funmi blushed and Iyabo couldn't resist. Well, that explains why she's always so spicy. The family burst into laughter, momentarily forgetting the serious nature of the investigation. Armed with this information, Chief Ade confronted Funmi. "Funmi, who is Kunle?" he asked, holding up the photograph. Funmi's face turned pale. "Where did you get that?" "Answer me, Funmi, who is Kunle and what happened to him?" With trembling hands, Funmi recounted her past. "Kunle was my first husband. He was abusive, and one night, during a violent fight, he fell down the stairs and died. The police thought I pushed him, but I didn't. I was acquitted, but the scandal ruined my life. I had to change my identity to start anew." Chief Ade listened in stunned silence. "Why didn't you tell me?" "I was afraid, Chief. Afraid you would see me differently, that you would reject me." Just when the household began to absorb this new shock, another twist surfaced. Mr. Ojo discovered that Kunle's death was not an accident. He was murdered, but not by Funmi. The real culprit was Kunle's brother, who had been jealous of Kunle's wealth and had framed Funmi to take over the family business. This brother, Alhaji Musa, was the same man who had been blackmailing Funmi for years, forcing her to siphon money from Chief Ade's business. Chief Ade, furious and determined to protect his family, confronted Alhaji Musa. With Mr. Ojo's help, they gathered enough evidence to bring him to justice. In a dramatic showdown, Alhaji Musa was arrested, and Funmi's name was cleared. The truth about her past was revealed to the entire household, but this time she faced understanding and support, rather than judgment. During the dramatic showdown with Alhaji Musa, Chief Ade, trying to maintain his composure, made a sharp comment. "You've caused us enough trouble, Musa. If you want drama, go to Nollywood." Even the stern-faced police officers chuckled, and Alhaji Musa glared at Chief Ade, knowing he had lost not just his freedom but also the comedic battle. Funmi, now free from her past and the blackmail, focused on rebuilding her life and her relationship with Chief Ade and the other wives. The experience brought the family closer together as they realized the importance of honesty, trust, and support. With the past finally laid to rest, the household found a new sense of peace. Chief Ade and his wives worked together to build a future that honored both their traditions and the progress they made. As the household settled into a new routine, the humor continued to flow. One evening, as they were all watching TV, a commercial for Sushi appeared. Chief Ade looked at Bisi and said, "Bisi, if you ever bring sushi to this house again, I might start looking for wife number 5. Everyone burst into laughter, and the tension of the past weeks finally giving way to a sense of normalcy and joy. A few years later, as the family gathered for a celebration, Chief Ade reflected on the journey they had taken. They faced secrets, lies, and unexpected twists. But through it all, they had found strength in their unity. To family, he toasted, his heart full of pride and gratitude. To family, they echoed, their bonds stronger than ever. At the family celebration, the laughter was loud and genuine. Tayo, the joker, stood up to make a toast. To the best family everyone could ask for, and to Chief Ade, the only man brave enough to handle all this drama. Cheers. The room erupted in laughter, glasses clinking and hearts full of love and appreciation for the journey they had all taken together. And so, the story of Chief Ade's wives became not just a tale of secrets and revelations, but of redemption, forgiveness, and the unbreakable ties that bind a family together.